Have you ever looked in the mirror, not to check your hair or your clothes, but to remind yourself of something deeper, something the world often forgets? Let me tell you something powerful. You are the only one who truly knows your worth. Not your boss, not your friends, not the people scrolling past your posts online, just you. It starts with a whisper inside, a quiet conviction that says, I matter. And the moment you start believing that whisper, the world around you begins to shift. You'll notice how people respond to the energy you carry. If you walk with quiet confidence, shoulders back, eyes steady, people will treat you like someone who deserves respect. But if you constantly shrink, second guess, apologize for your existence, don't be surprised when others treat you the same way. The truth is, the world is like a mirror. It reflects back what you project. But here's something most people get wrong about confidence. It isn't about being flawless. It isn't about never stumbling, never being rejected, or never making a mistake. No, confidence is knowing that even if you fall flat on your face, you'll rise again. Imagine standing in a storm, rain pouring down, wind howling in your ears. Confidence means knowing you won't be washed away. You'll hold your ground. Because when you trust yourself to face anything, truly anything, you stop fearing everything. And once fear no longer controls you, something incredible happens. No one can bother you anymore. Most people spend their entire lives chasing approval, often without even realizing it. They put on clothes they don't like, speak in ways that aren't true to them, follow paths they never chose, all to impress people who might not even remember their names a year from now. Why? Because deep down, they're terrified of being judged. But here's the trap. The moment your happiness depends on other people's approval, you hand them the keys to your emotions. If they praise you, you feel worthy. If they ignore you, suddenly you question everything about yourself. It's like building your house on sand, unstable, exhausting, and dangerous. But let me share a secret that might just set you free. What people think of you has nothing to do with you, and everything to do with them. People see you through the cloudy lenses of their own insecurities, their past experiences, their hidden wounds. One person might call you inspiring, while another calls you irritating. Who's right? Neither. Because opinions aren't truth. They're projections, echoes of the person speaking them. And when you finally understand that, something shifts. You stop clinging to their words like they define you. We've all been conditioned since childhood to seek gold stars, good grades, and pats on the back. But at some point, you have to step off that treadmill. You have to realize that playing the approval game is a battle you can never win. Because no matter how kind you are, how hardworking, why the hell do people always have something negative to say? No matter how selfless you are? That's just life, man. So why the hell waste your precious energy on that nonsense? Why the hell measure your worth based on some arbitrary rulers set by others? Once you break free from the constant need for validation, damn, everything starts to change. You start making decisions from a place of crystal clear clarity, not some external pressure. You stop tiptoeing around, stop carefully crafting every word to avoid criticism. And here's the mind-blowing irony. When you no longer seek people's approval, that's when they respect you the most. Confidence is like a damn magnet. It's not about being loud or arrogant. It's about being quietly powerful, unshakable. The more rooted you are in your true self, the more others are drawn to you. Not because you're trying to impress them, but because you simply don't give a damn. But does that mean you should ignore all feedback? Hell no. Growth comes from learning. And feedback, especially when it comes from those who genuinely care about you, can be pure gold. But there's a huge difference between valuing constructive criticism and being a damn validation junkie. One makes you stronger, the other makes you weak. So how do you tell the difference? It's damn simple. Ask yourself, is this feedback helping me evolve? If the answer is yes, embrace it. Learn from it. But if it's just noise, bitterness, projection, manipulation, let that crap pass through you like wind through an open window. Don't hold on to it. Don't let it weigh you down. Just let that negativity go. Because the real power in letting go of external validation is becoming immune to manipulation. People can't guilt trip you, pressure you, or control you when their opinions no longer define who you are. You stop fearing rejection. You stop trying to prove your worth. And once you reach that level of freedom, damn, you're unstoppable. At the end of the day, your life is yours and yours alone. Not your parents, not your friends, not society's. Just yours. So ask yourself, who the hell are you living for? Once you figure that out, you'll step into a whole new level of inner peace, where nothing and no one can shake you. But guess what? The journey doesn't stop there. There's another layer, even deeper, that involves how we perceive the world around us and how that shapes every damn emotion we experience. Let's dive into that together in the next part. How many damn times have we allowed a fleeting moment to ruin an entire damn day? A rude comment, a passive-aggressive email, someone cutting us off in traffic, and suddenly, our peace is gone, hijacked by something that, in hindsight, barely matters. But if it's not going to matter a year from now, or even a week from now, why the hell let it steal your joy today? That's the goddamn power of perspective. When you learn to zoom out, like stepping back from a giant painting, you realize how small and insignificant most daily frustrations truly are. They're like tiny raindrops trying to drown an ocean, but only if you let them. We often fall into the trap of believing that other people are responsible for our emotions. Someone yells at us and we say, "He made me so mad." A coworker gives us a dirty look and we declare, "She ruined my day." But pause for a moment. Can anyone truly make you feel something without your consent? The truth is, no one has that kind of power over you unless you hand it to them. And once you understand that deeply, not just in theory, you become untouchable. Imagine it, people throwing insults like stones, but you stand there unshaken because you've built a fortress inside. A fortress of self-control, of understanding, of peace. Think about it. Have you ever seen two people go through the exact same situation, but one walks away laughing while the other is seething? The difference isn't in the event. It's in how they interpreted it. That's the key. Your response is always your choice. Getting angry isn't automatic. It feels like it is, but in truth, it's a learned habit. Some people say, "I can't help it. I just explode when someone disrespects me." But that's not entirely true. You've simply built a reflex, a pattern, like muscle memory. And like any habit, it can be broken. Imagine this. Every time someone tries to push your buttons, you take just one deep breath before responding. One pause, 1 second. That moment, however small, gives you power. It separates you from the chaos. It allows you to ask, is this even worth my energy? Most of the time, it's not. Let's paint it with a picture. Someone walks up and hands you a box filled with garbage. Do you smile, say thank you, and take it home with you? Of course not. You leave it right where it is. Their garbage doesn't become yours unless you accept it. The same goes for negativity, anger, criticism. If someone throws it at you, you don't have to catch it. Leave it with them. That's their burden, not yours. Now, does that mean you allow people to mistreat you? Not at all. Boundaries are essential. But there's a difference between setting boundaries and letting others control your peace. You can correct someone calmly. Can you just fucking say enough with some damn elegance? Strength ain't about being loud, it's about being as still as a statue. Who do you respect more? The person who blows up at every little thing? Or the one who stays chill, calm, collected, even when the whole damn world is on fire around them? Real strength is silent. It's that kind of power that doesn't need to flex. And guess what happens when you build up that strength? People can't mess with you anymore. The coworker who used to get a kick out of pushing your buttons, they'll back off because it ain't working no more. The critic who fed off your reactions, they'll either change their tune or just fade away. Why? Because they see you're immune to their bullshit. Think about it like this. When a kid throws a fit, do you take it personally? Hell no. You see it for what it is, immaturity. So why not see that same thing in adults? Instead of taking every insult or sarcastic comment to heart, see it as a reflection of their own messed up world, not yours. Suddenly, their words lose their bite. That's when peace starts to bloom. Because here's the real deal. Life gets a whole lot easier when you stop fighting battles that ain't even yours. The moment you realize you're the boss of your own feelings, not your boss, not your fam, not some randoms on social media. Everything changes. Confidence becomes your shield. It ain't about being better than others. It's about being solid. When you rock that confidence, nothing can touch you, not the haters, not the rumors, not the shady remarks. It all just slides right off. But without confidence, every little thing feels like an attack. That's why some folks are always on edge, because deep down, they ain't sure of themselves. And when you don't trust yourself, every little comment feels like a personal dig. You hear shade in silence, see judgment in every look. But when you know who you are, when that knowing is deep in your bones, you don't need nobody's approval. Someone questions your worth? Let them. Someone doubts your dreams? That's cool. Their disbelief don't shake your purpose unless you let it. So ask yourself this: the last time someone's words cut deep, why did it hurt? 'Cause they were speaking truth? Or was it 'cause deep down you were scared they might be right? Insults only sting when they hit a nerve that's already there. If you called a lion weak, it wouldn't even flinch. Why? 'Cause it knows its own strength. It don't need your approval to believe in itself. But if you call someone who ain't sure of themselves weak, they might lash out, not 'cause you were right, but 'cause they weren't fully convinced otherwise. That's why confidence is the key to emotional freedom. And here's the real magic. Damn confidence ain't no damn arrogance. It ain't strutting into a room thinking you're the shit. It's strolling in without even giving a damn about comparing yourself to anyone else. A truly confident person ain't wasting their energy on every damn insult thrown their way. They ain't fighting every damn battle that comes their way. They ain't endlessly explaining themselves. They've made peace with who they are, and that peace, damn, that makes them unstoppable. And just like any badass strength, confidence grows. Every damn time you resist the urge to please, every time you keep your cool under pressure, every time you refuse to let someone's negativity shake you, you're building that shit up. It's like a muscle getting stronger with every damn use. So how the hell do you kick things off? You start by realizing this. You don't need anyone's damn permission to be whole. You don't need to be everyone's favorite. You don't need to be understood by every damn person. You sure as hell don't need their constant praise. The moment you stop chasing after approval, you take back the damn control. And when that happens, the world can try to knock you down, but you're standing tall. But confidence alone ain't the final stop on this journey. There's something even deeper that keeps your peace intact, something connected to your values, your vision, and your spiritual foundation. Let's dive into that next. Damn, here's a mind-blowing truth that so many people miss. What the hell others think of you doesn't define your reality. It doesn't change who you are. And here's the kicker. When you stop giving a damn about people's opinions, they often start respecting you even more. But let's keep it real, it ain't always easy. When the tension skyrockets, when emotions go wild, shifting your perspective in the heat of the moment is like trying to stop a damn tsunami. But guess what? It's a skill. And like any skill, you can damn well learn it. Next time something pisses you off, just hold up, just for a damn second. And ask yourself, is this shit really worth my energy? Chances are, most of the time, the answer will be a big fat no. And the more you train yourself to step back, to see the big picture, the more solid you become. You'll realize that the things that used to set you off don't even register anymore. You become steady, grounded, unbreakable. Because at the end of the day, life ain't about controlling everything around you. It's about mastering how you see it. Here's a simple truth. If you don't take something seriously, it can't touch you. Think about it. What hurts the most? The insults, the criticism, the jabs, or is it the power you give them? If someone tries to clown on you and you genuinely laugh, it loses its sting in a heartbeat. But if you let it sink in, if you hold onto it, you let it take root and grow. That's why humor and indifference are like the ultimate shields you can carry. Humor turns offense into entertainment. Indifference makes you invincible. You see, the folks who suffer the most in this life ain't the ones facing hardships. They're the ones who let everything in. Every snarky comment, every side eye, every bit of negativity, they soak it all up like a damn sponge. But you don't have to roll like that. Because here's the deal. There will always be negativity. Always someone ready to criticize, annoy, or provoke you. The real question is, will you give them the reaction they're looking for? What if, instead of getting all worked up, you cracked up laughing? What if, instead of proving them wrong, you walked away with a grin? That ain't weakness. That's control. Choosing not to engage with nonsense ain't giving up. It's wisdom. It's understanding that your time and energy are way too valuable to waste on things that don't uplift you. If someone tries to throw shade at you and you don't take the bait, who's the real loser? Them, because their aim was to disrupt your peace and they failed. Think of the absolute badasses you know. Are they the ones shouting from the rooftops, trying to prove they're the shit? Or are they the ones chilling like a cucumber, keeping their cool in the middle of a damn hurricane? Real strength ain't about winning every damn fight. It's about choosing not to engage at all, especially when the whole damn thing is pointless. Sometimes, the most badass move you can make is doing absolutely nothing. Because let's be real, not every damn comment deserves a response. Not every insult needs a clapback. Some people just love stirring up drama for the sake of it. Some are so stuck in their own misery that they want to drag you down with them. Don't fall for that shit. When you get caught up in their mess, you're just feeding into it. But when you choose to stay silent, to flash a smile, to not play their game, you're taking away their power. And that's when the magic happens. If humor is your shield, indifference is your bulletproof vest. It's what lets you keep strutting when others try to trip you up. It's what helps you keep your zen when your ego is screaming for vengeance. It's what makes you untouchable, not because you're numb, but because you're choosing not to react. Some folks might think ignoring negativity is a sign of weakness. But let me tell you, it's a sign of straight-up maturity. It takes guts to walk away when your pride is telling you to stand your ground. It takes wisdom to know that sometimes silence speaks louder than words. You start to realize that not everything is worth your precious time. Not every damn opinion holds weight. Not every hater deserves your attention. Your energy is sacred, so spend it on creating, not combating. So next time someone tries to push your buttons, flash them a smile. Brush it off like it's no biggie. Walk the hell away, because the moment you stop reacting, the moment you chuckle at what was meant to sting you, that's the moment you soar above it all. Some folks think strength is about being right, about proving your point, about winning every damn argument. But let me tell you, true strength lies in this, letting go of the need to always be right. Why waste hours in a pointless debate just to stroke your ego? At what damn cost? A tired mind? A fractured relationship? A wasted day? That ain't winning. That's just feeding your ego. Letting go ain't a sign of defeat. It's a sign of triumph. It means you understand that not every battle is worth fighting, and that your peace is more valuable than your pride. So the next time someone tries to bait you, just smile and nod, and then walk away like the badass you are. If I bother to answer, what the hell do I actually achieve? No tranquility, no advancement, no development. But when you turn around, when you opt for silence instead of screaming, peace over pandemonium, elegance over arrogance, you gain something much grander, domination over yourself. And once you conquer that, no one and no thing can genuinely rattle you ever again. You transform into liberated. You transform into unwavering. You transform into invincible.